Have you ever wondered about the civilizations that thrived for centuries and then suddenly vanished, leaving behind only fragments of their existence? Today we're diving into the top 10 ancient civilizations that mysteriously vanished. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end, because the last one might change the way you see human history forever. Let's start with number 10, the Nabateans. Here's what we know. The Nabateans were famous for their impressive city of Petra, deep in the heart of the desert. You know, that stunning site carved into cliffs that appears in countless travel photos. They controlled vital trade routes across Arabia and amassed incredible wealth. But suddenly, in the 4th century AD, they vanished. Why? Some believe climate change and altering trade routes destabilized their power. But could there be more to the story? Coming in at number 9 is the mysterious Cucuteni Trian civilization. Operating over 7,000 years ago in what is now modern-day Ukraine, Moldova, and Romania, they created some of the largest Neolithic towns on record. Archaeologists discovered intricate pottery works and advanced urban planning systems. But somewhere around 3000 BC, they vanished. Was it resource exhaustion or aggressive invaders? What's haunting is how little we really know, and why some of their settlements were seemingly torched by their own inhabitants. Next up at number 8, the Olmec Civilization. Flourishing in Mesoamerica thousands of years before the Aztecs and Mayans, the Olmecs gave us the colossal stone heads. You've seen those, right? And yet, around 400 BC, they disappeared. Scholars debate, was it natural disasters? A societal uprising? The truth may be buried just below the surface, preserved in archaeological layers we haven't uncovered yet. Imagine what we might learn about these first great thinkers of the Americas if we dig deeper. Number 7 brings us to the Minoans, Europe's first advanced civilization, famous for their palace of Knossos in Crete. They thrived on their maritime trade and advanced written language. But sometime after the eruption of the nearby Thera volcano in the 16th century BC, their civilization began to collapse. Was it just ash and earthquakes? Or were they victims of invaders who saw their weakened state as an opportunity? At number 6, the Indus Valley Civilization surprises with its eerie disappearance. Found in modern-day Pakistan and India, this civilization was home to cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro, urban hubs with plumbing and drainage systems that would make even Roman engineers jealous. Despite their brilliance, the culture faded away around 1700 BC. Climate shifts, shifting rivers, or perhaps a slow economic decline. No one knows for sure. If you lived in those times, what would it feel like as the great cities crumbled around you? Now we're halfway through, and things are getting even more intriguing. Here's number 5, the ancestral Puebloans, often referred to as the Anasazi. They constructed monumental cliffside dwellings in what's now the southwestern United States, but by the 1300s, they abandoned their homes. Was it extreme drought or conflict with neighboring tribes? Even today, Native American communities hold oral histories about how these cliff dwellers vanished, leaving us with more questions than answers. Coming in at number 4 are the Hittites. They're often described as one of the great Bronze Age powers, rivaled only by the ancient Egyptians and Babylonians. Based in present-day Turkey, their empire stretched across the Middle East. But during the mysterious Bronze Age collapse around 1170 BC, they disappeared. A perfect storm of invasions, natural disasters, and economic instability seems likely, but could there have been an unknown X factor? What were the secrets locked away in the library of Hattusa before it fell? Ready for number 3? Let's talk about the Khmer Empire. This Southeast Asian powerhouse from the 9th to the 15th century is known for building the iconic Angkor Wat, the world's largest religious monument, a marvel of engineering and devotion. But by the 15th century AD, their great city was abandoned. Increasing evidence points to overpopulation, overfarming, and severe drought cycles. But does that explain everything? Could the descendants of those ancient engineers still carry some untold piece of their legacy? Number 2 is a civilization that whispered through history, the Clovis people. Found in North America over 13,000 years ago, these early inhabitants left behind remarkable spearheads and tools. Then, suddenly, they vanished. Was it a comet strike leading to sudden climatic shifts? Or perhaps competition with newly arriving humans from other regions? Forget aliens. The real mystery here is early humanity's survival against impossible odds. Okay, it's time for number one, the one that might just blow your mind, the Maya civilization. Unlike the others, the Maya didn't just disappear entirely. Parts of their culture endured. But their great cities were mysteriously abandoned around the 9th century AD. And though scholars often talk about resource depletion and warfare, there's a lingering enigma. How does a civilization that maps the heavens with astonishing precision and builds iconic temples suddenly decline? Could they have seen some cosmic event, unknown to us, that triggered existential dread? So, what do you think? Why do these civilizations vanish? Are these collapses just humanity's fate repeating? Or were they signs of larger forces at play? Let's hear your theories in the comments below. And hey, if this journey through the past left you hungry for more mysteries, hit subscribe. Because when it comes to history, the closer you look, the more mysteries you'll find. Until next time, keep exploring. And remember, the past speaks to those who listen.